after the very first Python programme went out, and this is a story George tells, he sent a letter to the BBC after the first programme, which was by no means a success. It was sort of, very much on the edge. And George had sent a note to say that he thought it was great. And we never got the note.
Life can be fine if we're both 69, if we sit on our faces in all sorts of places and play till we're blown away.
And that I'll is kind of, that's before. I'll is my lips embrace you. I'll sit in your face and tell you.
I'll sit in your face and then I'll love you truly. Life can be fine if we both 69, if we sit on our faces in all sorts of places and play till we're blown away. I love to.
It was just the thought of doing it at the Albert Hall. It was just too great a moment to not take advantage of. After the beautiful Indian music, to lower the tone considerably, to let them know the heights and depths of George's taste.
Transcends all previous specialities.
You had to do the build into it, and it seemed to just be nice. It was kind of, it sort of dealt with what the evening was, and it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't about people saying, this man who changed my life, this wonderful person, this saint, which would have been completely wrong. That George would have really hated.
Bigness of someone so hugely big in our little lives that his bigness and our littleness are like opposite stars of a stellar. I didn't want to do this anyway. I was going to go to tributes all my life. I wanted to be a homosexual. Leaping from man to man as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia. The policeman, the plumber, the mighty traffic warden, the little church hall organizer. Oh no, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, sorry. I'm going to be a lumberjack leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia. The giant redwood, the larch, the fir, the mighty Scots pine.
We come in.
The smell of fresh cut timber.
Take a position.
The crash of mighty trees.
How many was doing it?
With the best girl by my side, we'd sing, sing, sing. Oh, I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
So we ended up doing the Lumberjack song, which was a big favourite of George's. Indeed, he used to have a forwarding address. He used the alias Jack Lumber, somewhere in Hawaii. But anyway, he loved lumberjacks. I said, well, yes, we'll do that. I'll write all these things that would merely have made George squirm, and then we can undercut them and go into the lumberjack song. But it's a good idea of Terry's.
He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I've got to make up my ass. Now I've got a special makeup artist coming in. Yeah, it's a very specialised work making up your ass. There's not many people who do that job. It takes a special kind of guy. Are you reading a travel magazine? That's a bit ironic, isn't it? Uncle Palin's seen reading a travel magazine. One that he's not in, which is a very rare thing.
Michael Palin. Where next?
Where next? Wherever do I go next?
It happens to be an hour. It's about Van. Les Van.
Around there.
There's Vins. That's what it's about.
Warwickshire.
It's a wine magazine.
He's going to go round.
Constantly thinking of George up there and what he would have wanted, and probably wouldn't have wanted the thing at all, just come on and fall over a bit.
Personally grated, these are grated by El Greto from Turin. Grate my shoes because they're new shoes and very slippery surface, and if you fall off the stage in the Albert Hall, what an idiot you will feel.
The socks that I've got for you are somewhat longer.
I think the side looks great.
Yeah.
Jerry, do you think have them at the side? Do you want to try it?
That's very bizarre, because that's the way always when I drew cartoons of those.
Yeah,
I put them on the side.
The side is fine.
The side?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Is that enough? It's quite nice when we bow.
The bottom audition, for the sit on my face, and a lot of laughing about when the bottom should be revealed.
Stand still.
Oh my God.
I think Terry had his bottom out long before it was necessary.
It's a job, I suppose. Wait a minute, it isn't a job.
It's an important thing to moon the Albert Hall. How many people have had a chance to moon the Albert Hall after they're 60 years old? 4 of us.
This is a bit tight.
Men's legs with garters. They're really
These are Scottish knees.
The Freds are sort of in a dressing room there. They'd quite like to just hear how we're going to end it and all that. Shall I get them to come in?
I'm a lumberjack and I'm okay. I sleep all night and I work all day.
He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I eat my lunch, I go to the lavatory. On Wednesdays I go shopping and have buttered scones for tea.
He cuts down trees, he eats his lunch, he goes to the lavatory. On Wednesdays he goes shopping and has buttered scones for tea. He's a lumberjack and he's okay. He sleeps all night and he works all day.
I cut down trees, I skip and jump, I like to press wildflowers. I put on women's clothing and hang around in bars.
He cuts down trees.
I got on the phone to Fred Tomlinson just after he'd written it, and I said, Fred, you know, if I kind of hum this to you, can you put some music to it? And they were, they'd done some, he's a lumberjack that was done, spam, 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 wonderful spam, 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 lovely spam. They do these harmonies, that was the Fred Toms, very, very, very important and very vital to Python.
Let's just take you four guys on first.
Yes.
We'll leave the
We'd like
Tomlins
that.
on the side for a
We'll
moment.
leave you.
The moment has come, and jolly,
We'll try and run this in real time if you want to.
We would like...
Because we like to do our change.
If we don't,
We won't know our change.
I'd just like to do step by step. If we don't run it in real time, I don't think they'll quite appreciate what you're trying to do.
Which is very difficult.
That's quality, isn't it? That's quality. Straight through it.
That is the quality. Thank you.
We need the long version. We need the long version.
Now, what was always embarrassing with him was he knew everything backwards and forwards with Python, and he'd throw out a line expecting you to come back with whatever the response should have been. I didn't know what he was talking about half the time. And the Python stuff actually became really tedious after a while, him and his love of Python.
And as they go there, applause, we'll carry them all the way there.
But if you old buggers can't get changed in a minute and a half, I know you've got to put all sorts of medical equipment on and things like that.
Get the pants on is what we have to do. That's going to take all the time in the world.
And then there's all that.
You can just busk.
Busk in the Albert
All busk in Albert Hall. Yeah, you can do it, Mike.
Well, while I've got you all here, I'd like to draw your attention to my next appearance in the Blue Water Shopping Mall.
Yeah, you can sign
A
books.
week from now. I heard Mike told me he'd said find a copy that wasn't signed.
No, I told my driver, I said, I found a very rare unsigned copy of your book. Which is worth a lot, actually.
So there we were in the room together, and it was really a very, very nice, one of the best Python experiences. A lot of laughs, and everyone was on very good form, and I think there was a real feeling that it was going to be a special evening.
15 minutes to go.
Set your watches, 15 minutes.
Terry, watch out for that kettle.
No hitting embarrassments.
There you go.
Oh, I'm ready. I thought it would just be a private affair. One of the little Python reunions where things get...
It was certainly the first time we'd all done, or four of us had done the Lumberjack song for a long, long time, with Tom Hanks standing in for John Cleese. Fair trade-off, I thought. John won't work again.
A little tuck done.
I was thinking of having a little tuck.
Yeah.
What do you think?
No, I think your bottom's absolutely fine.
Really?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Thinking a bit of lipo. Thinking of having a bit sucked out of here and put in here.
Does it become incredibly hot in here?
They needed the perfect bridge between the Indian band and the electric set.
What better way?
Good.
Yeah.
Poetry, photo montage,
The Python
racing
arses.
cars, barreling through.
Here we go. It's it, boys.
Here we go.
Good luck, Tom.
I'll meet you in the hall.
Okay, Eric, we're turning right.
I'll be following you, but I promise I won't goose you.
You feel that buzz out there, and then they go up and whoosh! The whole place just blew open. It was fantastic. From the sublime of the Indian music to the utter ridiculousness of 60-year-old men mooning and singing.
Oh, beautiful. Yes, I'll just get down to the box.
There was a lot of love in that room. It's, again, hard to describe that night because it seemed so brief, and yet you kind of wanted to hold on to it. The sense of it, the audience, the people on the stage were just... There was no seriousness in the sense. It was... Because George wasn't serious in that way. I think he would have despised us all getting up there and saying some of the things that are said at other people's dues.
This is a very special night.
I think because it was for George, that really made us feel it was so different from the fact that, just doing it for lots and lots of money for a producer and got a reunion together. I mean, it was just... That's what made the atmosphere so special for all of us. And everyone was terribly elated at the end of it.
Harry!
Oh, no, wait.
Harry, you gotta... What? You gotta hang her. Oh, God.
Yeah,
It's a lonely man on stage, isn't it? Sad and lonely man.
Yeah. I wanted to be a lumberjack! Leaping from tree to tree as they float down the mighty rivers of British Columbia.
There'd been a year to people get themselves back together, and then you wanted to go on and on and on. I was really a bit disappointed that it had to end, and I think everybody felt the same thing because we're having such fun, and it was all for him.
With my best girl by my side,